Okay. Let's get comfortable.
This is a song for the good girl. Don't sleep when you know you got a good girl one time.
Okay, guys. So, it's been not long overdue, but I guess long overdue for some people. Because I'm coming on here and I'm just gonna be explaining basically my pregnancy update, how I found out, when I found out, feelings and emotions I've been running through now, and basically to this date, today, which is September 8th. So yeah, I'm not gonna dwell on it any longer. I'm just gonna get right into it. The way I found out that I was pregnant was a really surprising thing. I had no clue. Yeah, I had no clue I was pregnant. I had no clue. But it started out basically in June. So June is when, okay, so back in June, I had, I was expecting my period. I had came home. Well, I was living in New York City at the time, and I came to my mom's house in Poughkeepsie, and I was expecting my period, and I was just like, where is my period? It was not coming, and then it finally came. So, but before that, I was like, I need to get on birth control, because like prior months to this, I was like, I have to get on birth control, I have to get on it. But the only thing is, I was like a little bit hesitant to get on birth control, because people experience like weight gain, mood swings, breakouts, all this other things, and I was like, I don't really want to do that. I don't want to get on birth control right now. I don't. So I was out here like just having fun. I was having fun doing the do. I was just doing it crazy. So, and part is my fault, part of it is my boyfriend's fault, but we're not gonna get into that. But I'm gonna say, so go back to June. So yeah, I came upstate to see my mom for like the weekend or whatever, or like my day off or something, and I had finally started bleeding. It was like really dark blood. I was like, oh my god, thank God I have my period. Woo, Jesus, thank you. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to Planned Parenthood, because Planned Parenthood is literally down the block from my house. And I was like, I'm gonna get on birth control. And I didn't really know you had to have, I think I knew you had to have an appointment, but I had just went there early, I think Monday morning, and I was like, oh, do you guys have any appointments today? And they're like, yeah, you can come back at blah 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 time. I was like, okay, but I'm thinking I have my period, whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I'm here, I want to get on birth control. They're like, okay, cool, no problem. Do you know this is the different types of birth control, you can read about it, blah blah blah. I was like, okay, great. So like I guess any other Planned Parenthood appointment, you have to get you have to do a piss test, a pregnancy test. I had no ifs, ands, or buts about this test. Like, I was like, okay, yeah, when you pee, let me go in the bathroom, I peed, or whatever. I'm like waiting. I'm waiting back in the room. And then the lady, I'm like, okay, what's taking so long? They come back like, oh, when was your last period? I'm like, such and such. She's like, okay, thanks. And then she left, and then she came back. The doctor came back, and then I'm like, she's like, oh, so we did a pregnancy test, and you did turn out positive. At that point, I don't even remember what else she said after that. I was just like, positive. What? I came here for birth control. I'm bleeding. I was like, but I'm bleeding. She's like, oh yeah, that's normal. Blah blah blah. Whole situation, whole nine, whatever. So I'm like, I'm pregnant. So I run home. I tell my boyfriend. He's like in shock. He's like, he doesn't know what to do. He's like, oh, but you're gonna get an abortion, right? And I'm like, I don't know. I told my mom I was crying or whatever the situation. She was like, she was so happy. And then so I'm like, I'm figuring out. I told my best friend, I'm like figuring out what to do at this point. Like, do I want to keep it? Do I want to terminate it or whatever? It's really early in pregnancy. I think I was so early because I was expecting my next period, so I was super early. I think she told me how far. I think I was like a week or two. Like, it was super early. It was really early. So I was talking to my mom, I was talking to my boyfriend and my best friend, about the options, different things that we can do, how we can go about it or whatever. And so I went back to work. I was working in the city, so I went back to the city, and I think I came back out here because, you know, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I'm just gonna go ahead and just terminate it because I'm literally not ready at this point. I'm not ready. Like, it was called surprise. So I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I told my grandmother. My grandmother, she was like, I don't think you should do it. Oh, she was really mad. She wanted me to keep it. She was so sad that she told the whole world before I told the whole world. But I was like, I came back and I was like, I'm gonna go back to Planned Parenthood. No, I made another appointment. I was like, I'm gonna go back to Planned Parenthood. I forgot what kind of appointment I made, but I made some appointment. And this time I went with my mom. So me and my mom went and we were waiting or whatever. I took another pregnancy test. I was positive. And I was just like, oh, I'm gonna get an abortion. I'm here for an abortion. And they were like, oh, well, that's a whole nother appointment you need to make. And we don't have any today. The next appointment probably be like next week or 2 weeks, something like that. I don't understand how they booked up in this town, but they booked up in this town. So I'm like, well, shoot. Can y'all tell me how far along I am? Can y'all tell me like anything? They were like, oh no, we don't do that here. We just, you know, literally, we're not the doctor, so we just terminate the pregnancy. Like, we would be able to tell you how long you were the first appointment of the abortion. So like, I would have to make another appointment, like for the first step, and then they'll be able to tell me. But I wanted to know, like, right at that moment. I was like, why y'all can't tell me? But that's not here or there. So me and my mom was like, okay, whatever, we left. So we were calling around different OBGYNs in the area, like in the Poughkeepsie area, and I couldn't find nobody to come to see me today. Like, everyone was booked up. Like, appointments were not until like 2-3 weeks, and I'm like, what in the world? I need something today. I need to find out something today. Like, I feel like there should be some kind of way. We called mad places. They were like, oh, we don't have anything today. We can schedule you for 2 weeks. And I'm just like, I don't need that. Like, I really don't need that. And so mom's like, you know what? Let's just go to the emergency room in the hospital. So we went to the emergency room. I was like, I'm in pain. I actually kind of was in pain. I was like still spotting, and I was like, I was kind of having like cramps, and I was like, I have like pain in my stomach. I have like a little bit of cramping, and I'm like spotting. I don't know what to do. I'm like, and I was like, I don't know if I'm pregnant or not. Like, it was just the whole nine. So they took pregnancy tests, they took a blood test, they did everything. I was like, so it was actually my first time in like hospital stuff. I think I broke my leg like a couple years ago, but it was literally the first time that I was like, had blood drawn and all that other stuff. So yeah, we're sitting there and they're like, oh, it was actually a quick hospital emergency room visit. That was surprisingly fast. So we the doctor finally comes out and says, oh, you know, we did the urine test and you are pregnant, which I already knew. But, you know, it's called acting because I wanted to know how far along am I, all the nines. So I kind of played them because I already knew. But she was like, oh, you're pregnant, whatever. So we're going to do an ultrasound and, you know, see what's going on, why you're bleeding, why you're getting the cramps or whatever. So I was like, okay. So I did the ultrasound, the vaginal ultrasound, which is painful. It's very painful or whatever. So we did that. I came back down to the emergency room and I was waiting, and I seen the doctor over there looking at, I knew she was looking at my ultrasound pictures, and she was discussing with the other doctors, and they were all like into the pictures, and I'm like, oh my god, what is going on over there? What is going on? What's going on? So after like, I'm not even gonna lie, like 25 minutes, they were sitting over there. The doctor, the main lady came over. She was like, you know, so we did C2, whatever you want to call them, embryos, or I can't think of the name right now. We did C2, but it doesn't look like one of them is making its way down. It's a little bit weak than the other one. You know, we're not too sure of what the possible outcome is, but we just need you to stay on bed rest, and just, you know, take care of yourself. She was just like, oh, you need to stay on bed rest, take care of yourself, which is why you're bleeding, because it's trying to abort itself, the second one. And we just want to make sure everything's okay. There's a possibility that it might make it though, but for the most part, we just need you to stay on bed rest. Any movements or whatever, we don't want to do anything that will trigger or do anything to the baby and whatever. I think it was I can't remember the name of it. It was like a risk pregnancy or something. I can't remember the name of it. But they gave me all this paperwork, and the lady was crying. I was crying. My mom was crying. We were all just like, it was like a very, 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 very emotional time. It was like, you know what? This is a sign from God that we are gonna keep the baby, because I was like on the way to like aborting it, whatever. And but let me rewind. I knew. I took a plan B, y'all. I took a plan B. I took a plan B. And it didn't work. I took a plan B the day, like literally the day after. It didn't work. So put that in your head. I took a plan B. I have testimony for plan B's that don't work. I took a plan B. I'm not going to say it one more time. I took a plan B. So let's go back. So yeah, so I went home, whatever. I was on bed rest. I couldn't go back to work because I had to be on bed rest. At this point, my job was looking for me, wondering if I'm coming back or whatever, and it was just so much going on. My doctor wasn't getting back to me in time when I should return to work, so I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna have to let this job go because I feel like I can't put that strain on myself. And so yeah, I let that job go. So I moved out here officially to Poughkeepsie. And I was on bed rest. My mom was doing everything. I was like literally laying down all day. And I finally had my appointment, I think maybe like 2 weeks later. Yeah, 2 weeks later I had my first OBGYN appointment with a doctor. Or prenatal appointment, whatever. The natal pregnancy permit, whatever. And I had that, and so we did another vaginal ultrasound. This was like 2 weeks later. We did another vaginal ultrasound. Mind you, we were all praying. My boyfriend was like upset. His parents were, he didn't tell his parents yet. We went to the OBGYN and we did a vaginal ultrasound, and she was like, oh, it's only one. I'm like, oh, it's only one? She was like, yeah, it's one. She started laughing, because like, I don't know why she started laughing, but she started laughing. And I was like, okay, so I was talking to the ultrasound lady. And then when I went upstairs to my doctor, she was like, everything looks good, and it's only one. I'm like, oh, okay, because, when I went to the emergency room, they said it was two, and one was, like, aborting itself, and that's why it was, like, spotting, whatever. She was like, they probably just seen an empty, what is it called? An empty embryo? No? Empty sac. Oh, they seen two sacs, and one was empty. I guess that's what they seen. So it was one all along. So I guess that kind of made it was very sad, because that I officially know they're only having one when I thought I was having two. But he was upset. I was upset. Everybody was just like so upset. My grandmother, because I thought it was gonna be twins. I was telling everyone, it was twins or whatever. And then it was kind of a relief, because two had been a lot. And but I've always wanted twins. But things happen for a reason. And my boyfriend has twins in his family. I have twins in my family. So it was like, and you know what? A part of me thinks it was that plan B that only terminated one. So at this point, we are at the GYN. Everything is good. Everything is healthy. There's a heartbeat. So there's officially one baby. And so I'm excited about that. I wasn't really excited because it was just a lot going on in the beginning. And then my boyfriend, he's from Baltimore, but he goes to school in Connecticut, so he's still in school. I was here, not with my friends. I was going through a lot in the beginning, and I'm still going through a lot, but it has eased up. I have a lot of support. I have a lot of friends and family that are supporting me, that are here for me. And it took my boyfriend forever to tell his parents, which is I don't know. I guess it's understandable for some people, but for me, I didn't understand it. And he finally told them, and I was super happy about that situation. But you know, I felt like I was still, it got me off guard, which I feel like pregnancy at the most time catches people off guard. So I mean, if you're not planning it, then it's like an off guard situation. But my boyfriend is still in school, and I just drive for him. He plays football, wants to go to the NFL, and I just try to strive to like push him and be behind him. I don't want him to give up or have to drop out, anything. So, and I have my mom, I have family, I have friends that'll help me out, and I guess I'm excited now. I don't know what the gender is yet, but I find that my mom's gonna find out next month, and then we're gonna do a gender reveal in like late August. My due date is February 18th. And my mom, she's funny. She's like, she knew all along because I was gaining weight before I found out. She's like, oh, you're getting fat, but I didn't think I was getting fat. And I feel like right now, so when at the beginning I was like gaining a lot of weight, and I feel like now I feel like I'm skinny. I feel like I don't have a stomach. I'm 4 months now, and I feel like I don't have a stomach. I don't feel the baby moving. I would have never thought it would be me. Never. But I don't feel the baby moving. My face is cleared up tremendously. And on top of that, being out here, I couldn't find a job, y'all. Like, when I tell you I was so depressed and I was so stressed, I was like in my bed all day. In the bed all day. In the bed all day, crying. Like, just not having no energy to do anything. Feeling nauseous. I'm not as nauseous and throwing up as I used to be, because it used to be kind of like, not bad, but I couldn't hold stuff down, but I kind of controlled it now. I don't throw up as usual. Last time I threw up was like, last weekend, my birthday. Yeah, my birthday was last weekend, so I threw up then, but I think I ate too fast, but I'm like learning to control it. I just had a meeting with my OBGYN a couple days ago. Everything looks good. We heard the baby's heartbeat. I get my ultrasound at the end of the month. But yeah, everything is good, guys. I don't know what I'm hoping for. I really don't care what I'm getting, either girl or boy. But I'm excited. I hope everyone's excited for me, and I'm gonna be bringing a lot more videos. I didn't have my computer, and I got a new camera, so it's gonna be some more videos uploaded faster. I don't really do anything out here, so I haven't been vlogging. But I'm starting, working next week. Hope to get my car soon, so you guys will see more. It's a new journey for me, and I hope to have you guys along with this journey and watch me grow. Watch my stomach grow, and watch my stomach get flat again. No, but I'm out of my first trimester, which I felt like was a hard trimester, just because at the beginning I was on bed rest, to learning I only have one baby, to being nauseous, to being depressed, being out here. It was just a change of environment for me, and I'm still changing. And I gotta give a shout out to everybody who's in relationships and handling this pregnancy thing, because it is hard. And I feel myself going crazy sometimes. I feel myself snapping sometimes. And I just want to give a huge shout out to my boyfriend, because I'm not this person, but the pregnancy has my hormones racing, so I feel like I'm an evil, mean witch, and I don't mean it to be that way, but I'm really trying. It is like, I feel like I'm fighting somebody with me. I feel like I'm fighting somebody, because I know what I'm doing is wrong, but I keep doing it. Ain't that psychotic? Like, I feel with no remorse. I feel remorse, but I just keep acting crazy. I don't really have a stomach, y'all, yet. I mean, people say they see it, people say they don't. They be lying. They just see my fat, but I don't feel no baby kicking yet. But let me know what y'all think it's gonna be in the comments below. If you think it's gonna be girl or boy, and any advice you guys have for me getting through with my relationship. I'm gonna bring my boyfriend on here someday, but he's like busy with games. He goes to New Haven University, so make sure y'all watching their games. You can watch them online. Okay, number 50. But yeah. So that's pretty much it. That wraps up everything. Let me see if I have my sonograms over there. I'll show you guys. There's really nothing. My mom thinks she sees something, but she doesn't. Alright, so this was the first sonogram I had. Not the one at the hospital. They didn't even let me see it. Weird. But this is the first one. You guys can see it. You can see the kind of shape of it. That was on July 11th. That was my first appointment with my OBGYN. Then this one is August 5th. I think she just snap because I don't even see. It's so crazy how uteruses are. Oh my god. It's so weird. Sorry. You can't really see nothing. I feel like that first one was a better picture, but I get another one. End of September. I'm kind of scared because I feel like if I see it, I'm gonna know what it is. And I don't really care. I don't care what it is. Oh, I'm kind of leaning towards a girl, but I'll take a boy. But yeah, you guys, I'm super excited. Now, before I wasn't excited at all, but now I'm a little bit excited. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna bring some more videos, so might as well subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. So I have a lot coming for you guys. So just stay tuned, relax, get your popcorn, get comfortable, because y'all gonna be on this journey with me. Okay? You're gonna see the arguments, you're gonna see the fights, you're gonna see the crying, you're gonna see the pain, you're gonna see the baby, you're gonna see everything. So get comfortable. Let's endure these 9 months together. Or 5 more months together. Okay? But yeah guys, bye. And I'll see you guys next time.